Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining the webinar. Okay, it's nice to have you here. I think we are having it in the peak of on a evening time. We hope that this is the best slot on a weekday to join. Okay, my name is Ashish Sadekar, and I am one of the directors at ProThoughts, and I will be talking about program management. Uh, by the way, I am a PgMP, which is Program Management Certified Professional as well. So we have started this PgMP with collaborating with Michel Thierry, and he is one of the pioneers of program management, right? So what I'm going to talk about is a little about, like the introduction, a little about the history of program management, certain things about the ambiguity and what is uncertainty context for the program management. And I'm going to talk about do organizations need program managers, and then set the context to answer our webinar topics question: is the PgMP the right next move for you? And we can have question and answers at the end. So at any moment, any time of our discussion, you want to ask me any questions, please raise your hand here or type in the questions panel, and I will be happy to answer the questions. You can interrupt me at any point of time. All right. Okay. Any questions so far, team here? Okay, great. Okay. So once again, thank you everyone for joining this webinar session. Okay. A little about ProThoughts. Now, we believe that we are on the right track, and we are only focused in the project management space. And we are trying to grow out in this year. We started the online learning services along with a lot of different courses on project management, and we do software implementations for a lot of our clients as well, and we do advisory services as well. So these are the things that we do. Most of you who are joined today already know a lot about us. Okay, so this, like I said, okay, we are doing this professional certifications. Now we do at corporate, online, as well as on-site, which most of you have done it on-site, like the physical course. And then we have the software, and then the advisory services. Right. Okay. Okay, let me now come to the topic, okay, about PMI, which gives you this certification called PgMP, which is Program Management Certification. PMI was founded in 1969, okay, quite some years back, and it is a non-profit organization headquartered in USA. But the PgMP certification has started in 2007, almost 10 years back. It actually have picked up in only the last 2 years. Okay, so the PMP certification, whereas has started in the early 1990s, and now it is on the 6th edition. So PgMP, although 10 years, is on the 4th edition, okay, which will be launched from June onwards. So this is a 4th edition, which is going to happen in this year. Compared to the PMP certified holders are 8 lakh professionals approximately, whereas PgMP is only around 2,000. Whereas in India, the percentage is quite small, but it is growing very rapidly. Okay, so 4th edition would be as in June. So we will be actually, when we are doing this training, which will be on the 4th edition, that you will get certified on. Right. Okay. About a little history about program management. Uh, Program management definitions was contested till 2010 by different project management bodies like PMI and Excelos, and the UK-based body which was the MSP. So the definition was not kind of formed up, and in 2010 they agreed on one definition, which is managing two or more related projects so that we get enhanced benefits by managing them individually. Okay, no, the whole is more than the individual part, so it's better to manage them collectively so that I realize enhanced benefits than managing them individually. So that's how the definition was arrived in 2010 by all the bodies. Till that time it was contested, the definition, right? Okay, so I'm just checking if there are any questions. I will just on my webcam so you guys can see me as well. Okay, great. That gives a little better understanding. Okay, so you can see me after a long time, as well as I cannot see you, but that's fine. Okay, so why program management is picking up? Because okay, the industries are not as it were some years back. The situation, the way of doing projects, or the way of doing business is becoming more complex. And when I use the word complex, okay, when I use the word complex, it means that there are a lot of interdependencies between various elements today. And to top it all, okay, you need to also take decisions faster. Okay, it was not the same thing, say 20 years back in the late 1990s or early 2000, where perhaps okay, the decision making, the dynamism was not as much as it is today. Okay, so with this, the program management is becoming more focused. Organizations are using program management more effectively, and it has been said in a lot of this public reports which are published on the internet. Program management will definitely be one of the jobs to look out for in the next 5 years or so. So it is going to definitely pick up. And okay, as per the talent survey report of PMI, the most of the jobs in the project management space is India and China. And I hopefully the program management, because that's where a lot of projects will come, the program managers will also come from this kind of part of the world. So program management is going to get a lot of prominence focus in the next years as per the PMI. Right. Now, why do people do program management? Like typically I did program management, okay, it was kind of a proof of professional achievement perhaps, or to gain some academic knowledge. I don't think when I did it some 10 years back. We were actually, uh, you know, doing programs in that manner that we're supposed to do. Even now, a lot of companies do not do programs in the manner as the standard practices. So we were not doing that, but I think it gave more respect in the project management circle. It gave me a lot of idea about what is this program management practice, how we can improve, can we employ or implement for our current projects. And typically when today with a lot of our PgMP participants or aspirants, I think it gives them better career prospects. Imagine you have a program management certification and a professional PMP certification. I think it gives you a lot of better career prospects and increases the customer's trust as well. Nowadays, like the 7 point, it is valued by a lot of global top companies as well. So I think a lot of benefits to each is own. Okay, so that depends on different people why they want to do program management certification, right? Uh, so one of the things which we use in our trainings and which I would like to explain why program management is effective is the ambiguity and the uncertainty context. Okay. Today's business environment, okay, have a lot of ambiguity. Ambiguity means, okay, you have multiple choices to make when you take a decision. So in today's world, I would say that most of the environments are highly ambiguous. You don't know which is the right decision for you. Okay, in a highly ambiguous environment, if you have a right data, it can add a lot of value. Whereas uncertainty, most of you must be aware, is you are not sure about. You know that the probability might be low, high, depending on that, but sometimes you are not sure the uncertainty might be low or high. So we have done a certain context called ambiguity uncertainty context, where there is four quadrants. One is a low and a high uncertain situation, and one is ambiguous low and high. If you see this one thing about administration based methods, they are completely used where there is low ambiguity. You are quite sure about things. Okay. And there is not much ambiguity in that. You use administration based methods. There is nothing as a project or a program or portfolio you are quite sure it's admin task that you do in your office. Okay. It's a low ambiguous, low uncertainty method. But if you use project management, it typically is a highly uncertain but low ambiguous situation. A project manager is assigned a typical objective to achieve. Okay, he knows how to go there. There might be certain hurdles, there might be certain unsureties along the way. For that, he will define certain workarounds or certain mitigation strategies or avoidance strategies to reach that path. It is highly performance based methods. Whereas the power based methods are, okay, the situation is highly ambiguous. Like Mr. Jaitley wants to put a budget, okay, it's a power based method. There can be n number of alternatives, but okay, there is low uncertainty. Okay, you are highly sure about what you need to do, but you have different alternatives. You need to choose one action. Power based method, which is a portfolio based, and for that you have a certification called PgMP, PfMP. I'm sorry, portfolio management professional. So it's a power based method. Okay, the situation changes as per the strategy of the organization. And here, which is kind of highly ambiguous, highly uncertain, okay, it's a learning based method. You actually learn as you implement and you correct your action till you get it right. Okay, it's a lot of changing, unsettling change as we call it, and this creates a value for the organization. So this whole thing, projects plus learning bus method, becomes your program. That's where is the sphere of action for a program. Okay, so that's where the program management will be used for, right? Okay. My next thing is, do organizations need program management managers? Okay, so typically projects do not create business value. Projects are, you have descended or come from the corporate initiative, strategy initiatives, and the project managers typically are very focused on the objectives that a project is going to do. Okay, so typically they do not actually translate, the outputs do not translate, or in very few cases the project manager is focused on creating a business value through the outcome of the objectives. Okay, he's more concerned whether the objectives are done, and then whatever the operations team will do on the, to create the business value is left to that team. His objective is met after he has deployed the solution. Okay, so the project manager skill set is more or less, okay, a very myopic. Okay, he is more narrow minded with the context, relative context of a program manager, whereas the program manager is more focused whether I can realize the benefits of the program to the organization. Okay, so he's more of a business savvy individual. Okay, he understands, okay, what value this program is going to achieve, which will enhance the strategy of the organization. So for a program manager, he's a very far-sighted guy where he has sub-components as projects as well as operations. Okay, so there are different things as an immersion-led program, vision-led, which is like going into details. But a program manager is typically a higher in hierarchy. He doesn't have authority like a project manager to achieve the objective, and that's the challenge. He needs to play with his soft skills and interact with different people in the hierarchy to get his things done. So excellent communicator. So program manager typically is the link between the business strategy and the initiatives to achieve the strategy, which is the projects. Okay, so he is the bridge to translate the outcomes of the project, which converts into the overall business strategy for the organization. Okay, so it is not necessary typically that a program manager needs to be a project manager. There are two different things. Okay, program manager are more strategic in nature than a project manager. Guys, any questions so far from any one of you? Okay, no, so I will move ahead on this. So like I said, okay, just to summarize what I said earlier, okay, like a project manager is have a eye for detail, a very detail oriented, whereas this is a a eye for big picture is a program manager. The project manager likes to have control over his things so that he achieves the objective, whereas program manager more of a delegator and influences things, people to work towards the outcome or creating a value for the program. So a project manager is more technical than a program manager who is more business savvy. He understands the business in much bigger depth than a project manager. Okay, so a project manager is said to be more reliable, like I said, ability to deliver at all cost, whereas a program manager is more flexible, how changes can be accommodated to achieve the best value to the strategy of the organization, or the strategy of the business. So these are the basic things which differ between the project and the program manager. So to coming to the core topic, okay, of our discussion, is PgMP the right move for you guys? Okay, so like a true consultant, I will always say it depends on a lot of things. Okay, depends on what you have, what is your role, what is your authority, how you like to define why you want to do a PgMP, whether it's for what is your reason? Is it for academic? Whether you want respect, whether you want to implement, okay, what is your future career goals, whether you want to actually switch jobs, what is the idea of doing PgMP, okay, where you want to move, or what is your maturity of organization, can you implement this? So it depends on what you want. Okay, we will be happy, I personally can be happy to guide you and answer any of your questions as well on a one-on-one as well, okay, whether it's a good fit for you or not. Okay, so like I said, no, you need not be a great project manager or even a PMP certified to become a PgMP certified. They're both different things. Although it's a good plus, to be a PMP certified and then become a PGMP certified, because no, for a program, the subcomponent is a project. Okay. So you need to, if you know the things, how a project manager goes through it, definitely a good plus, because typically the project managers look up to the program managers. Okay. So you need to have that idea. Okay. So essentially what I'm trying to say is you need to take a call, okay, whether this is the right move for you or not. The prospects, the potential is really great. Okay. We can help you with the data and whatever help assistance you require, happy to help you, whatever is needed for that. Okay. My idea was to give you data, try to I find program management pretty exciting, and that's where we do this. That's why I am here, to tell you about that, and we can handhold you towards your PgMP certification. Okay. So what we do in PgMP certification, one of the things which we are really proud of is Michel Thierry collaboration, which Michel Thierry is a pioneer, has written and contributed effectively towards the standard of PgMP. He's pioneer by himself. Okay, if you can research, he has collaborated with ProThoughts. I think that's a big achievement for us. And like every other our certification, we play games to make the concepts pretty easy for you to understand, because the main thing in PgMP, the standard is really very hard to digest, because there is no examples, there is nothing that you can relate, especially because you're not doing any program, most of you. So when we give examples and give you the concept breakdown, the exam is pretty easier than the PMP exam. Okay. And we will handle you till you get your certification. Okay. We have mock test, and no, okay, we give that assurance in passing, but it depends on you as well to clear the exam. But this is exam is easier than you once you attend our program. Right. So any question? Okay. I think we have some more participants joining now. It's a little late, but okay. So yes, Amit, you can ask the question. Should I unmute you? One sec.
Yeah. So, how does, like, someone has to be a member of PMI, or what is the cost associated with this exam?
Yes. So Amit, yeah. So the cost associated with this exam is $800. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's similar to PMI, okay, if you're a member, you get a certain discount. If you're not, you don't get a discount. That's it. So it's not mandatory to be a member.
Okay.
Right? Does it answer your question? Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Amit. Yeah, Suhasini, you have come a little later in all the discussion. Okay. Uh, so so any other questions from the team before I? Okay. So just for the new entrants, probably, okay, who came sometime late. Okay. So what we talked about, okay, I will try to summarize our things. Okay. And whoever has come late can connect with us, and if there are any questions, we can talk about that as well. So PgMP certification for program manager, okay, is about, okay, very strategic in nature. It's about the corporate business strategy that we have. And when we have corporate business strategy, typically it's a portfolio. For the portfolio, we need to achieve, there are initiatives, okay, which are projects by itself. And the program is combining two or more projects so that it helps me to achieve the corporate business strategy and add a value from the outcomes I generate from the projects. Okay. Right. So this is why I do a program. So program can be of two types. One is the immersion led program. Matlab, whatever you are running projects for the portfolio, but now I decided it's much better to combine different projects and therefore define a program and manage it as a program. And it includes the operational work as well. This is immersion led. I'm just giving you a summary. There can be a vision led program, which means that for a portfolio, I first define a program objective, and for that program, I then define projects. So it's from the top to bottom. So typically, vision led programs right now are very rare. Typically, people do immersion led programs. So there are two types, okay, of programs typically which happens. Okay. So program will have a lot of things like benefits realization, how to define strategy alignment. It will have governance strategies. It will have stakeholder engagement. The stakeholders for a program will be completely different than the projects, or there might be some overlaps, of course, but there will be different program. I'm talking about large projects, etc. And then we will have the overlap between projects and programs are the life cycle of a program and a project. Okay, it has the same initiating and now, but that's a minuscule part of the thing. Okay, and like I said, the skill set for a program manager is completely different from a project manager. Just to repeat myself, project manager, it's not necessary that you to get certified on a program manager you need to be PMP certified or need to be a great project manager. Both skill sets are completely different. Although, okay, we prefer a program manager to be a PMP certified or a project manager experience. Typically, they grow from project to program. Okay, that helps, okay, as a program manager. Okay, programs actually create the business value for the organization. Okay, that's where the focus is. The focus of programs is on the benefits which arrive from the different sub-components of the program, which is projects, operations, etc. Okay, the topic was whether the PgMP is the right next move for you. The summary of that, it does depends on you on multitude of factors. You need to take a call and we will be happy to help you with whatever data you need. But essentially, it's your call whether it helps you or not. There can be n number of benefits for doing a program management certification, like gives you respect, professional achievement, higher salaries, etc., etc. But you need to take a call on that. Okay. So that's what we covered essentially in our short webinar today. The program manager certification is 2.5 days, 21 PDUs, which can help you to earn your PDUs as well for your PMP certification. If anyone is PMP certified in this group, I think most of you are. Okay, so it does help you to do that. Okay, so that's all about it. Okay, so I'm little early, like 10 minutes earlier, I guess, for my question and answers session. So if anyone has a question and answer, okay, they can ask me on the question and answer. I'm happy to help you on that. Any questions, anything that you want, I'll help you on that. I'm switching off that my webcam so that okay get more bandwidth. Okay, you can raise your hand and ask questions, or I can unmute you and ask questions. Okay, no questions. Okay, so if you have any questions as an afterthought, you can call at this number, or you can mail us as info or support@prothoughts.co.in, and we would be happy to help you with a lot of data that you might require on this, right? Okay, so thank you all people here. Suhasini, if you have more questions, anything, because I think no, you missed a considerable part. We started sharp at 7:30. So you let me know and I can be happy to help you. Okay. Even Shweta for that matter. Yeah. Right. So Shweta, Suhasini, you came late. So if you have missed something, do let me know and I can have a call with you guys, or you can mail us at info or support@prothoughts.co. Thank you so much, all of you, and have a good day. Thank you. Bye. See you. Okay. I just want you to feel one thing. I just got reminded on this. Okay. Web recordings will be available for you. And if you can feel this webinar, how was the webinar? That will really help. And webinar recordings will be available in the e-learning portal for all of you. I think we'll send a mail as well on this. Okay. Thank you so much. And all the best, all good day for all of you. Thank you so much.